Reddit, what expensive purchase have you made that has paid for itself many times over because you saved money in the long run? 23 years ago, I bought a used 1991 Toyota 4-cylinder truck. Paid it off early. It's now 29 years old, and refuses to die. Good gas mileage, low insurance. I changed the oil myself. Hell yeah. I had an 85 pickup growing up, 22R engine, owned a 95 Tacoma for like 10 years and sold it with almost $260K. Then a couple years ago I picked up a 2001 Tacoma with 240K miles on it for $4,000. Put a couple grand into it for maintenance and it became my daily driver while the nicer vehicle sits at home. 255K on it now, and I kinda wanted to put a turbo on it. Freaking love those trucks. Find a spare long block before you turbo it. I think they will take some abuse, but when it goes, you'll definitely want a stock spare on standby. Good to know. I have wondered about that. Even better would be buy an engine and build it in your garage. Then when it's ready, swap it in. That way your truck isn't down for maintenance except for a week, and when you do the swap and you can keep the old motor and refurbish a few things on it as a spare just in case. New windows on our house. Replaced the old single-pane metal framed windows. It was like a waterfall of cold air coming off of them and the noise from the street was obnoxious. Heating bill was cut in half. I wish my landlord would understand this. The cost of windows is out of his pocket and you get to front the electricity, then why would he be incentivized to replace the windows? He won't see the benefit, only you would. I don't agree, but I know landlords that work this way and it is frustrating for tenants. I had a landlord that complained endlessly about condensation on the windows and asked us to wipe them down almost hourly. I told them to replace the windows to limit that and they refused. We front the bill for heat, but the condensation will create a mold issue that comes back to bite the owner. You're assuming that they will acknowledge and fix the mold. When I moved back to my hometown over a year ago, I bought a 27 sailboat to live on because rent here is outrageous. Boat cost $4,500 to buy, and mortgage at a decent marina is about $170 per month. Rent for a studio apartment or 1BR here is $900 $1,300. Every month I save between $600 and $1,100, so the boat paid for itself in 4 to 9 months. Quality cold weather gear. Not only does it work better and look better, I've had a couple jackets for over 5 years now that see heavy use. Meanwhile I have a couple friends that basically buy and throw away cheap gear every season. Works like shit, looks like shit, ends up in a landfill, costs more in the long run. Lose, 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 lose. Always buy after Christmas. I've had good luck the third week of January. I'd think my top of the line Eddie Bauer parka was about 75% off. Oh, I hear ya. Did the same years back and got a nice Patagonia parka for at least 50% off. Still my favorite jacket to this day. I read this with a heavy Minnesotan accent. I bought a 500.00 bicycle to use as my main transportation. 500 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're only making 8 an hour, it took some time to save up for it. With public transportation being $2.50 a ride, the bike paid for itself in about 3 months. I used that bike for about 3 years. I still have it, but I moved so I can't use it for the same purposes. Thanks for the silver. Same. I bought a bike that was probably almost $500 after tax. Not really even that expensive for a bike, but pricey when you're making minimum wage. Such a smooth ride compared to the $100 bikes I bought and destroyed from big box stores. Plus my bike shop will do a quick tune-up every season for free. A good bike is life-changing. What model did you buy? It's a couple years old, but it is a Live Road. Not really a fancy model, but a good hybrid style for commuting that has held up really well to my rough handling. Laser printers are expensive up front, but they will save you lots of money by no longer needing cartridges. Also is less wasteful because of it. Edit, cartridges, not cartilages. You don't even have to cut off that nose of yours. It's a damn steal. Also, one look at my inbox killed me inside. I guess thanks for that. I love the autocorrect here. I'm imagining people cutting off their ears and noses in order to supply their inkjet printers. Bloodjet. Now I know what kind of printer Satan uses to print out contracts. Oh no, I don't have autocorrect. Found Satan. A very expensive suit. This was the late 90s and I was 20 years old, getting paid by the hour to do glorified help desk work. I had dropped out of college a couple semesters, and because I needed to work, a recruiter called me out of the blue saying they needed someone right away. Could I interview the next day? The employer was the largest privately held company in the US and they had a reputation for being a very conservative suit and tie operation. All I had was a poor-fitting sport coat I got when I worked at Circuit City. I called my father and he said go to Nordstrom's, explain the situation and they'll get one done for you. So that's what I did, and $600 later I'd emptied my bank account and was walking out the door with a new suit freshly altered that night. I did the interview and just hit it out of the park. They offered me $55,000 starting salary to do app support, which in the 90s was a crap ton of money for a guy going from making not a lot of money. That's awesome. How much of the expense was for alteration/rush job? I don't recall it being an upcharge. It might have even been including in the price of the suit. What I do remember the sales clerk picking up the phone and some old geezer appeared a few minutes later. I also remember the suit coat was actually on the big size and needed some pretty significant alterations. It wasn't just hemming the pants. They had it all done in a couple hours. While they altered the suit they helped me pick out a shirt and tie. Then I walked around the mall hoping I didn't just drain my bank account for no reason. When my wife and I first started dating she wanted to learn to cut hair and wanted a pair of scissors that cost $25, which was a lot for us then. She offered that if I bought her the scissors she'd cut my hair for free as long as we were together. She lied. After 25 years she declared that she'd repaid me for the scissors and was going to stop cutting my hair. Still not a bad deal. 25 years of free haircuts. If you went every 2 weeks at $10 a visit, that is $6,500 return on a $25 investment. Not bad. But was she still using the very same scissors? Do people get their hair cut every 2 weeks? I do it about every 2 months, but it varies. I'm actually due now, but that would definitely break the social distancing rules. Same, about 2 months, keep putting it off, but now this has caught up to me. The country I'm in just shut down hairdressers amongst other things. A really good water bottle and to-go mug. Stainless steel and insulated, not the most expensive purchase but expensive for cups. It's so worth it. I have never had an Nalgene water bottle break or leak on me. The only reason I've had to purchase a new one is because I lost one or two moving house. I've had only one break on me and it was because a fucking grizzly bear bit through it. Wait, really? What's the story behind that? A grizzly bear bit through it. Taking an Uber home when drunk, then back to your car when not drunk. Way cheaper than a DUI or manslaughter conviction. As someone who got hit by a drunk driver this year, you are my hero. Thank you for being safe and smart. The world is gonna change once we finally have autonomous vehicles. You can get wasted anywhere and always have a designated driver to take you home. I have 6 acres of land with a fair amount of trees on it. I spent about $25,000 for a backhoe that is saved, and will save me tons of backbreaking work. It's amazing the amount of stuff I can do that would take huge amounts of energy without the backhoe. Need a tree taken down and the stump removed? Give me an hour. Need a dead horse buried? True story? Give me about 2 hours. Need a 100-foot long trench dug for water or power? Give me an hour. Need a 15-foot deep hole dug for who knows what nefarious reason? Give me about 2 hours. Need to flip a car? Give me about 2 minutes. Plow something? Completely destroy your yard? Move that dirt? Drag something heavy? Unstick something stuck? It was a shitton of money for me, but incredible what I can do. Edit: this will probably never be read due to the amount of replies otherwise, but I didn't really think, other than maybe solar panels, that mine would be the most expensive. Really though, if you have any land that isn't just flat boring farmland you need a backhoe. Also, everyone with that kind of land knows they need a backhoe. Edit again: crap, thanks for the little award guy up there. Edit again, and thanks for the other little award thing. These are my first, thrilling. What the crap? Edit again, thanks for the third and any additional awards. I don't know what they mean or do but they're cute. Haha, my dad rented a backhoe once to bury our horse. In that 24 hours he dug up as many rocks and stumps as he could, rearranged some stone walls, leveled the backyard and also buried our dead horse. Noise blocking headphones have saved me money and lawyers from all the coworkers I would have killed. I bought those whatever expensive Sony noise cancelling headphones after a lot of debating with myself. My work productivity is so much higher with them that they definitely paid for themselves. I work from home, but my toddler, wife, dogs, neighbors, construction, mailman, delivery guy, garbage trucks, lawnmowers, cars honking, all that little distracting stuff is gone. Yup, those are the ones. Great decision. I have the same headphones and love them as well. It wasn't easy to spend $300 on headphones. But now that I have them, I can't imagine life without them. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have a similar story, share it in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Have a great day, or night.